Hey, good evening, everyone, or good morning, whenever you're watching this. This is Horatio Gallegos with Digital Assets Factory. Hey, I want to quickly go over a question I've been getting a lot. A couple of my real estate clients have asked me, how is ranking in Google going to affect my traffic on my website? They know that the more traffic they get, the more leads they get. It just turns into that equation, and then they can turn around and close that business. So I'm going to address that in a very quick video, trying to keep it under 3 minutes. There's two things we need to look at here when we're trying to determine if we're going to get clicks by ranking in Google. Number one is we need to figure out if there's enough search volume in our area for our market, for our maybe our suburb, for our property class. Okay, so we're gonna figure that out by looking at the keyword planner data or tool here in Google. That we all have access to. It's a little complicated, but let me just walk you through a little bit. I'm going to use Dallas as an example. So let's say you're doing industrial space, you're doing warehouse space. You want to figure out how many people are searching. Well, if I put in Dallas warehouse space here, found about, and Google estimates this, so we're going to go right in the middle, about 50 searches per month for warehouse space in Dallas, right? But we have other derivatives of that. Warehouse space for rent Dallas, that's 500 searches right there. Warehouses for rent Dallas, that's 500 searches right there. So you warehouses for lease Dallas, that's 500 searches. So you can see we get hundreds. We start to get into the thousands of searches that people actually looking for warehouses. Same will go for Dallas industrial space, right? I think I misspelled it, but it'll still pop up. Yeah, because it's misspelled. Let me do it again. Pause it. All right, we're doing everything here on the first take, and naturally. Dallas industrial space, we see that we have 50 searches. And warehouse, again, we have different options here. We can even go to Dallas suburb. Maybe some of you live in the Dallas area. We do Plano industrial space. We see warehouse for lease Plano, that's 50 searches. You get the point. Once we figure out and determine that you do have enough volume in your area, now it's time to figure out, okay, so how are the rankings going to turn into traffic? So now I add these up, right? Let's just say I come up with 1,000 potential searches for my terms that I want. Now I go and I look at this chart. This is real data from Smart Insights. They pulled together a lot of click-through data. Here's what they found, and this is consistent. It dropped maybe 1% from last year. Here's the deal: if you're in the number one position, you are going to get about 33 to 35% of every single search. So you can imagine that 33% of 1,000, and I aimed low because really there was more than 1,000 potential searches there in the volume, but 35% of that's 350 people clicking and going to your site if you're in the number one position. But let's not just focus on number one. Even the number two and number three, number four, up to the 4 position, we're kind of in that 10% range. Even the first 5 positions are powerful. Then it starts dropping, even though you still will get up to maybe about 4% of the clicks in the number 10 position. If you are not on the first page, if you're on the second page, even number 11, which is the number one position on the second page, only gets 1.5% of the clicks. Essentially, nobody goes to page 2. Nobody goes to page 2. And by the way, 70% of people don't click on the ads. They go straight for the organic. So this is the power of search. First, determining where the volume is, if it's there, and then figuring out what position you could be in, or sort of a portfolio of positions. Maybe for some you're number 7, maybe for some you're number 3. And here's another little quick concept that I want to cover with you, and this may be maybe advanced for some, but not for others. This purple line here indicates a 4-word keyword. For example, industrial spaces for lease in Plano. That's actually 5 words. The longer tail keywords, the more specialized niche keywords, have higher click-through across the spectrum, but particularly in the first 3 positions. So what you want to do is create content and create a message and your descriptions that pop up in the Google search results that indicate a specialized service that you are providing here for your prospects. Okay, so I hope that helps. Keywords first. Second, determine what position you could be in and what the volume is. And you can figure out if it's a good investment for you to try to get organic traffic. So if you would like to know where you stand, where the volume is in your marketplace, there's a link right below this video in this blog post or in YouTube, wherever you're watching it. If you'd like to click on that, it will send you to a discovery form on my website where you can fill out it takes about 2 minutes, and I will provide you with a free video analysis, no strings attached, with the market data in your area that will tell you exactly where you stand, what potential your market has. And that's no obligation. Also, feel free to email me or call me. I will have the information as well just under this video. Hope this has helped. Hope this has been of value to you. This is Horatio Gallegos with Digital Assets Factory, commercial real estate, SEO, and digital marketing. And I will see you on the next email, on the next video. Take care.